Startling information for all gold and silver investors. Is President Donald Trump's recent nominee for the Treasury Department, Scott Bessent, a gold bug? We have clear evidence that that could indeed be the case. Some would say is the case. I'm going to lay it out for you in this video, but this is the person who's replacing Janet Yellen to head the Treasury Department. And wait until you hear what he said about gold. Let's dive right into this. And there's even more interesting information coming out on just what this could mean for the gold price and the silver price. Guys, we are in for some good times heading down the road. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the basement. I appreciate you and your time. That's why they call it YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel, give the video a thumbs up, but let's go see what Mr. Bessent said that should have all of us as gold and silver investors extremely excited. We'll head out first to X and get some breaking. This was breaking news this morning. This came from Make Gold Great Again. He said, breaking, Trump nominates a gold bug for the USA treasurer. Okay, USA's new treasurer said, quote, and I'm going to play this video for you where he said this. He said, quote, this is Scott Bessent. He's a billionaire investor. This is the man that Trump has nominated to replace Janet Yellen. And Scott Bessent said just a few weeks ago, quote, we are in a long-term bull market in gold. It's my biggest position. Again, billionaire investor Scott Bessent, soon to be the head of the Treasury Department. And I want to point out also that Peter Spina from GoldSeek is who initially pointed this out. Now let's go to this video and hear exactly from his own mouth what Scott Bessent said just a little over 3 short weeks ago. This was an interview he did on a podcast called The Macro Maven. It's like a high-end web, podcast for where billionaire investors talk. I'm going to play this for you. He was talking about China, but then in just a few seconds, you're going to hear what he has to say about gold.
Function in the market that would allow for a sustainable Chinese economy, then I think we are in a long-term bull market in gold. I think we're seeing reserve accumulation by central banks. I follow it closely. It's my biggest position. And even I was surprised the other day when the Central Bank of Poland came out and said that they want to take their gold reserves to 20%. And Ted, over my career, some of my...
Okay, guys, there we have it, straight from his mouth, right? He follows gold very closely. It's his biggest position. He's also a billionaire investor. This is also the man who will be heading up the Treasury Department when Donald Trump is placed as president of the United States. This is good for the gold and silver price. But wait, there's even more. Let's go out and see about a rumor, our speculation. I want to emphasize on this behalf, what I just showed you was fact, right? It's his biggest position, and it's something that he follows very closely. But Ronnie Stoefferle, who all of us know, one of the leading voices in the gold and silver community, had this, posted this on X. Question for the X community. I heard rumors, I want to emphasize rumors, that's what Ronnie said, rumors, that Zoltan Pulsar has recently written about Scott Bessent's plans to revalue gold and issue 100-year century bonds. Does anyone have concrete details on this? So apparently there are rumors, I want to emphasize rumors, going around about this idea of gold-backed bonds. You've got some comments in here, but then somebody also pointed this out. Judy Shelton, who we talk about on a regular basis on this channel, she was nominated to be a part of the Federal Reserve by Donald Trump in his previous administration. She didn't get through, but she's proposing 50-year Treasury bonds convertible into gold. So things are getting very interesting, guys. I want to reiterate, okay? This is stranger than reality for us precious metals investors. We have a Treasury Secretary, nominated Treasury Secretary, who just 3 weeks ago, disclosed that gold is his biggest position, and he's a billionaire, and that he follows gold very closely. Let's also check this out about Mr. Bessent, because this is interesting information for us to consider as well. He would be, if his nomination goes through, he would be the first gay man to hold that position. If confirmed by the Senate, hedge fund manager Scott Bessent would become the highest ranking out gay man in American history. President-elect Donald Trump tapped Bessent to be the next Secretary of Treasury, a cabinet position that is fifth in the presidential line of succession. But it gets even more interesting when Trump describes Bessent about this, saying that he would, quote, usher in a new golden age for the United States. Golden age. Again, Scott Bessent, who just 3 weeks ago said gold is his biggest position, and that he watches it very closely. And then we have President-elect Donald Trump saying that Mr. Bessent would issue in a new golden age. And we have lots of talk about the possibility, some rumors, speculation about gold-backed U.S. Treasury bonds. Guys, I think we are in for some very interesting times. And just this fact alone, I'm sorry, I have to repeat it one more time, that our incoming Treasury Secretary appears to be someone who is, shall we say, fond of gold, could make for some interesting developments within the gold and silver sector as we head into 2025. Now, if you want to get your hands on some gold, silver, or platinum group metals before the price potentially goes higher, please consider consider supporting channel sponsor Pimbex, Pimbex. They're an online bullion dealer. What they give you is a great selection of products, really ultra competitive pricing, and most importantly, a company that you can trust. They make Ron's Basement. They make these videos and the live streams possible. And also, please check out First Mining Gold, channel sponsor, Canadian gold developer with 2 multi-million ounce projects in Canada, gold in the ground in Canada, and Fortuna Mining. They're a producing gold and silver mining company with operations in Latin America, and they have an expanding gold mining operation in West Africa. Thanks for being here. It's going to be a great ride. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.